it's summertime and you're looking for something fun to do with your kids. I always liked Cartesian divers, but it was always hard to find an eyedropper or a pipette or something that would work. So I thought we'd do something more fun. We're going to take a LegoMan and make him into a Cartesian diver. Now there's two problems with Lego, guys. First of all, the density of the plastic is less than the density of water, so that means it floats. So we need to make him a little heavier. And so to accomplish that, I have a couple of pennies, and these pennies will fit right between the Lego guy's legs. And I pinch in there, and they'll hold there. So that makes him heavy enough that he will sink down in the bottle. Now, the other problem is that Lego guys are kind of buff, so they don't fit in the normal soda bottle tops. You need a wide mouth one like you find on Gatorade or some of the other Powerade juice drinks. The wide mouth is big enough that he can fit right in there. So let's go ahead and make one. So the first thing you're going to need is some press and seal. It's really cool because you can press it together and make a little air pouch. And that air pouch is what's going to make him float or sink. It's going to be kind of his dive device. So the idea behind a Cartesian diver is that when you put pressure on the bottle, that pressure will then squeeze the air that's inside an eyedropper or inside this bag that we're making and make it smaller, and so it makes him less buoyant. When it's larger, it's displacing more water, which makes him buoyant and float to the top. So in order to make his little air pouch, we're just going to take the press and seal and we'll fold it over and press on the sides. And then once the sides are pressed, before we seal the bottom, we're going to blow it up a little bit. So you want to make sure that those sides are sealed enough. And when you blow it up, you get a nice little bubble there. If it's too big though, he's going to float too well. So you want to make sure that that bubble ends up being about the size of his body. And we're going to see that should work. We're going to cut some of this off, make it a little cleaner now that we've pinched the sides. Okay, then I'm going to fold it together. And this might be a little bit too big. It's a little balancing act. So if you get too much, it makes it so the kids have to squeeze really hard on the bottle to get it to sink. You're trying to get it to just barely float. And my masking tape is old. Okay, so take a little piece of masking tape, put it on here. I'm going to stick this to his back, so I'm going to put his arms up and just tape it on. And I can put his arms back down. He can hold it for me. So it's a little damp. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to drop him in. Let's see if he floats or sinks. My bottle is fairly full there of water now. I'm going to push him in. So he's up there stuck at the top. Let's see if it works. If we squeeze hard. Yeah. So there you go. Your kids will be entertained for hours squeezing the bottle, making the guy go up and down. If you can find a bigger bottle, it's kind of really fun. Again, you got to make sure that air pouch isn't too big or too small. Too small, he'll sink to the bottom. Too big, he'll be up at the top and it'll be so hard to squeeze it that he won't drop. So you may have to play with it a little bit, but your kids will have fun making it and have a ball just playing with it for hours, and you'll get something done. Maybe read a good book.